What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wolverix 215 in the building, and today I am back with Eden Zero, whoa, and chapter 102, and the chapter is called "Time to Say Goodbye." So, last when we left off, Shiki and the gang warped to Blue Garden, where Shiki discovered that um all of the robots were um acting of their own accord to keep him from being on a planet alone. And when he made that discovery, Eden's one appeared. No, did it? No, no, no. Ziggy appeared, and then Eden's one appeared, and Ziggy is tripping right now, and he's telling Shiki, "Bro, we about to destroy all humans," and he told Pino to rock out with the gang. So without further ado, we're about to get into this chapter. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new and if you enjoy the content. I will be uploading this video, and I will also be uploading my part 1 gameplay of Detroit Becomes Human. Um, Wait till y'all see it, and y'all see how I was reacting to a couple things that was happening in that game. Be on the lookout because we're going to be in for a crazy ride on that. And my predictions for the chapter, I definitely feel like Shiki. I feel like it's going to be Shiki versus Ziggy, or it'll be Shiki's crew versus Shigi's people. I feel like I'm saying Ziggy. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. I feel like I know it's Ziggy. I keep wanting to say Demon King, but I want to call him by Yam. You feel me? You feel me? But I feel like it's either going to be Shiki versus Ziggy, and to see if Shiki is strong enough to venture out into the Sakura beyond the Sakura Cosmos. Because even though he defeated Drake, and we gotta keep it, call a spade a spade. Shiki really only won that fight because they weakened him to the state where he was beatable. So I feel like this is going to be like Shiki's true test to see if he can handle and bang with the real people that are beyond the Sakura Cosmos. And then I also feel like the crew is going to probably get fights, or something is going to happen where they're going to have to prove that they can withstand the battles that they are about to have and the adventure that they're about to have. Because if you remember, we're only in the Sakura Cosmos. Shiki and the gang are venturing further out to go find Mother, who is beyond, something that Ziggy never did. I keep saying Shiggy. Something that Ziggy never did. So, without further ado, you guys, again, we're going to get into this chapter. On the cover page, we have Rebecca looking thick and scrumptious, as always. Bam, if you can see it. I don't think you can. But, okay, so, it starts out. The Demon King's like, "Come, Pino. You belong with us." And she's like, "What?" And Shiki's like, "What are you talking about, Grandpa? Snap out of it." And Hermit is like, "Ziggy, what happened to you?" And Rebecca's like, "Rule humankind?" And Wade says, what, you're gonna start a war between bots and humans?" And Homer says, "But we live together in peace." And Happy's like, "That ship, Eden's one." And Rebecca's remembering because she's the only one who remembers Captain Connor and the fact that Captain Connor was the captain of the Eden's one. She's the only one who remembers that because everybody else completely forgot. And she says, "I've never heard of any Eden's one," says Hermit. And the Demon King says, "Pino, you were created to follow my orders. You cannot defy me." And she's like confused, and she starts walking towards him. And she says, "Master, come. I will tell you the reason you were born. Obey your program. You have no will of your own." Damn. So everything Pino came to learn and do of her own accord, he's pretty much telling her like, no, like you don't have free will. You do what I tell you to do. And she says, "I am E.M. Pino, transferring command rights to Master Ziggy." And Wade's is like, "Pino." And Homer is like, "No." Now rebooting systems. Starting deletion of unnecessary personal files. And Herman's like, "No, Pino, stop. If you do that, you'll forget all about us." And Happy's like, "Fight it, Pino." And Rebecca's like, "What is happening? Maybe this is all just another act?" And he's like, "Yeah, Grandpa was asleep a long time. He wouldn't know about the guy's plan." Yeah, okay. He's thinking, so they're thinking that Ziggy is pretending, and he doesn't know what's going on. But the vibe that I'm getting from him, he's completely serious. Like, and he has a name like the Demon King, so I'm not really imagining him being like a good guy, but I'm not imagining him being a bad guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, god damn. So he just moves his arm, and like the feel, the range of his power is insane. Like, he destroyed the entire area. Everything is destroying. The ground is separating. All the robots are falling into the ground. And Shiki's like, guys. And Rebecca is about to fall into a hole. And Shiki's like, Rebecca! And he dashes. And he grabs her. And she grabs Happy. And they fall. And Hermit jumps. And Wei saves Homura with his arsenal. Are you okay? And she's like, yeah, thanks. And he's like, Pino. And she just has like this blank stare. And he says, who do you want to go with? What do you want to do? Figure it out yourself. Make up your own mind. You have a heart. You have the power to decide for yourself. Don't give in. Think of the life you want to lead. She has tears, but her eyes look like a blank slate. And I think I read online, like, people are thinking like this is going to be like a Rescue Pino arc. I don't want it to be, but I feel like Pino is the only character we have not gotten that development, if you want to say. Everybody had their development. She had her development, but not to the extent of others, if that makes sense. And she says, I sniffle, I want to go with you, Master. I want to be human. And he smiles. And the Demon King's like, I see. So he's flying up. Then stay here and rot with your humans. And Hermit's like, Ziggy. And he says, Hermit, I no longer need you. Or the four shining stars. What the hell? Be gone. And he goes inside the Eden 1. Is this really? And flies off. And the Eden 0, because the Eden 0 just flew in. And it said, Witch says, Great Demon King, get on board. We must make our escape. And Witch says, hey, don't call him that now. It's confusing. And Master says, Ma's confusing. He's just looking like that. And they're flying after him. What in the actual hell happened? Says Sister. Hermit says, that's what I want to know. And Witch says, the previous king, Lord Ziggy, wants to rule humankind? And Witch says, but how is he even alive? Her and Hermit are having like a funny ass back and forth right now. I love her sister. She's like the best Starshine to me. Like the fact that she is a nun, but she curses and she's a torture master. Like, she is like just hilarious. Like, everything against which she is designed to be. And she's like, how should I know? And Homer grabs Pino. I'm so relieved. And she says, I'm sorry to have worried you. And Rebecca's like, Shiki? And he says nothing. What is the Eden's 1? Says Witch. And so the screen comes on and everybody's looking. Attention crew and 4 shining stars of Eden 0. This is the Eden's 1. So they don't know who he is. But Rebecca is like, oh. But because she knows who he is. He was on the ship, like, for a period of time, too. Like, he got them through the asteroid belt to Sunjul to get Homura there. Like, and she's like, Captain Connor, what is he doing on the Eden's 1? Because he said the ship was lost. I believe that's what he said when he joined. I believe he said that the ship was lost or something like that. Because when they found him, he was just floating in space with the wheel. And she says the 0 was merely a prototype for the 1, says the Demon King. Now with the 1 awakened, now with the 1 awakened, 0 shall cease to exist. And she's like, prototype, says Hermit. And Witch is like, damn it, Ziggy, what is wrong with you? And he says, we have one goal, to rule humanity and any bot that chooses to join them. I now introduce. Oh, okay. Well, these guys have dope designs. The Demon King's 4 Dark Stars. The next more advanced generation of 4 Shining Stars. They look badass. I'm not gonna lie. Especially the clown looking one and the dude looking one with the line over his eye. They look badass. I think I found my freaking thumbnail, but they look badass, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They look like they could whoop the stuff the 4 Shine's ass. I'm sorry. But this is also proving my theory that like how I said at the beginning of the video, I feel like Sheik is going to have to fight the Demon King, and the 4 Star Shines are going to have to defeat the 4 Dark Stars, and the crew are probably going to have like other fights that they're going to. Rebecca and Waze are probably going to have like other fights that they're going to have to do, and we're probably going to get Pino's backstory or her function is what I'm thinking. We're probably going to get her function. Besides her being like a EMP, we're probably going to get her function and what she was created for with this arc. This is reminding me of when Waze, Happy, Rebecca, and Shiki got Eden's 0. So they may get Eden's 1 after this arc is over. Or they may become allies of the Eden's 0. And they're all looking in shock. And Shiki's like, Shiki is like, Grandpa, didn't you teach me the value of friendship? And he's like, Shiki, my boy, I leave you the blessing of dying with your friends. Oh, so that's the end of the chapter. Looks like Ziggy is really evil, which is a good twist. But I just feel, I'm sorry, something is just not sitting right with me. I just feel like this is the final test for Shiki and gang. I feel like this is it. Like, I could be wrong because I was wrong about Moscow becoming important. I thought he was going to do something last arc and he did nothing. But I just feel like it's more to this than what we're getting. Like, which is what an arc is, story progression. But I just feel like I just want to know what explanation could this be. Eden Zero is already far better than Fairy Tail. I'm sorry. I love Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is one of my favorite animes. The latter, like from the Grand Magic games on, is like my favorite part of Fairy Tail. Everything before, I can pick and choose my arcs from Fairy Tail, but right now Eden Zero is like, to me, it's on like a whole nother level. Like the storytelling, even though the characters are kind of similar looking to the Fairy Tail story characters, I feel like Eden Zero, like the battles are a little bit better, the storytelling is a little bit better, the characters are a little bit funnier, and the art is actually better, and I just like the direction that Eden Zero is going. I'm so hyped that they're getting an anime. I hope a good studio picks it up, and I hope that it's done really well, because it could be the next big anime out, anime slash manga. It could be up there with the Greeks. Like, I don't know, I'm not gonna say Greeks, but it could be up there with the good ones. Like, but that's gonna do it for the video, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you enjoy the content, be on the lookout for that Detroit Become Human gameplay along with this video. It should be up by the end of the day. My predictions, next chapter, we're probably going to get the gang making up a plan about what they're going to do, and then we might get a little bit more with Ziggy and we might get introduced actually to the 4 Dark Stars and what their names are, and probably what their powers are going to be and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to it. It's your boy Will Reacts 215, and I'm out. Peace.